Hello students, myself Professor Khamkar UB, working as a lecturer in Department of Civil Engineering. Today we will see our first chapter from the subject Maintenance and Repairs of Structure. The name of chapter is Basic of Maintenance and Repairs. What are the contents we will see in this chapter? The first content is maintenance and its classification and some important definitions related to basics, principles, necessity, objective and importance of maintenance and repairs. Factors affecting on maintenance and repair work. Advantages and disadvantages or limitations of maintenance and repair. Approach of effective management for maintenance and repair, and detailed classification of maintenance. So first we will start with the definition of maintenance. What is meant by maintenance? Maintenance engineering is defined as the work done to keep the civil engineering structure and work in condition so as to enable them to carry out the function for which they are constructed. तर मेंटेनन्स इंजिनिअरिंग हे डिफाईन करताना जे काही आपले सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स आहेत ते सिव्हिल इंजिनिअरिंग स्ट्रक्चर वर्किंग कंडिशनमध्ये ठेवण्यासाठी जे काही टेक्निक आपण त्या स्ट्रक्चरला अप्लाय करणार आहोत त्याला आपण मेंटेनन्स इंजिनिअरिंग म्हणणार आहोत. Due to this maintenance work, the structure enable to carry out their functions for which they are constructed. Or we will define maintenance in other words, the act of keeping something in good condition by checking or repairing it regular basis. तर मेंटेनन्स म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? एखादी गोष्ट आपण वर्किंग कंडिशनमध्ये ठेवणे किंवा चांगल्या कंडिशनमध्ये ठेवणे. तर ती वर्किंग किंवा चांगल्या कंडिशनमध्ये ठेवण्यासाठी ज्या काही गोष्टी आपण त्याच्यावरती अप्लाय करणार आहोत किंवा रिपेअरिंगची प्रोसेस करणार आहोत, या प्रोसेसला आपण काय म्हणणार आहोत? मेंटेनन्स असं म्हणणार आहोत. We will see the next definition, that is repair. What is mean by repair? How we'll define repair? Repair is the process of restoring something that is damaged or deteriorated or broken to good condition. The repair is the process of restoring something. तर एखादी गोष्ट परत त्या ठिकाणी रिस्टोर करणे, या प्रोसेसला आपण काय म्हणणार? रिपेअर म्हणणार. तर ही रिस्टोरिंगची प्रोसेस आपण का बरं करणार आहोत? तर ते स्ट्रक्चर डॅमेज झालेलं असेल किंवा डिटोरिएटेड झालेलं असेल किंवा ब्रोकन झालेलं असेल, त्याला जर परत आपल्याला चांगल्या कंडिशनमध्ये आणायचं असेल तर आपण काय करणार आहोत? रिपेअरिंगचं वर्क तिथं कंप्लीट करणार आहोत. तर व्हॉट इज मीन बाय डिटोरिएटेड? तर डिटोरिएटेडचा मिनिंग आहे खालावणे किंवा अधोगतीस जाणे. तर एखादं स्ट्रक्चर हे जर खालावत जात असेल तर त्या ठिकाणी आपण काय करणार आहोत? रिपेअरिंगची प्रोसेस ही तिथं आपण अप्लाय करणार आहोत. इट मे बी मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ डॅमेज्ड स्ट्रक्चर. इट इन्क्लूड्स reconstruction of different components, different members, or repairing of different types of cracks, that is shear cracks, tensile crack, etc. Repairing of electrical work, repairing of plumbing work or leakages work, etc. While repairing work in progress or completed, it does not affect the strength of that structure. It means it does not cover the strength aspect of that structure. Means when we apply repairing on any structure, it does not increase the strength of that structure. It's only increase the life or durability of that member. Next, principles of repair and maintenance. So, what are the principles on which this repair and maintenance is dependent? First principle is the purpose of repair. So what is the purpose of repairing of the structure? The quantum of repair should be kept to minimum as the main intention is to slow the decaying process of the building. Means while we apply repairing process, it is kept in mind or its intention is to slow the decaying process. Means the damage should be minimized while we repair structure. Next, analyzing the historic development. We will analyze in this the historical development of that structure. Means owner or contractor involved in preserving the building need to investigate or review this historical data of building. Usually the main criteria to look into are architectural investigation or any record of particular structure and assessment on its historic content. Next principle is analyzing the cause of defects. A deep analysis on buildings' historical developments. Details in design of repairs should be preceded by long-term observation. In this, we analyze the different causes of defects. What is the main causes of defects or damages? Adopting proven techniques. Preserving originality of that structure. All heritage building repairs should be executed to its original nature as possible without trying to hide using artificial aging. Next, restoration of lost features. In this repair and maintenance work, the important principle is restoration of lost features. When some structures are damaged due to this, the structure lost their originality or historical development. So, by repairing technique, we will restore the lost features of that structure. And lastly, removing of damaging alterations. It means any renovations, alterations or additions including remedial work done on building are important and to be recorded as a cumulative history of that building. And safeguarding the future. Next point is necessity of maintenance. So what are the necessity of applying the maintenance of any structure? The first, to keep structure in good appearance and working condition. To reduce the cause of damage against the building. Prevention of damages like decay, wear and tear. To increase the life of building and maintain its value. To reduce risk for occupants and outgoing expenses. To repair defects occurred in the structure and strengthen them. Adequate maintenance is important because rehabilitation cost is huge. Next, objectives of maintenance. So what are the objectives of maintenance? The first, to improve service life of structure. When we apply regularly maintenance on any structure, it will increase or improve the service life of that structure. Shortly, it will increase the durability of that structure. For better serviceability of elements and components, this leads to early detection of defects. While we apply the maintenance work in periodical basis, it leads to early detection of defects. If any structure is defect or defective, then we will find that defection or deterioration in that structure. To prevent major deterioration leading to collapse, we will, by applying maintenance work, we will prevent the deterioration leading to collapse. Prevention of losses due to natural agencies. Repair faults generated in structure, and if necessary, we will strengthen them by applying different maintenance technique. The next is factors influencing the maintenance and repair. So what are the factors affecting on maintenance and repair work? We will see one by one all factors which are affecting on the maintenance and repair work. First factor is important factor is cost. How cost will be effective on maintenance work? The cost of maintenance, direct and indirect cost. Before coming to decision to do maintenance, indirect cost factors also be considered along with the direct cost. The direct cost includes the material cost and operational cost, which are generally 70 to 80% of total cost. Further, the indirect cost includes the restricted access, safety aspect, and duration overhead charges, etc. The first factor is cost. Second factor is faulty workmanship. Overall building workmanship is one of the most common factors affecting the building maintenance. It is also observed that a faulty workmanship increases the problem and reduces the life of structure. Next factor is age of building. A structure and its element consist of materials and components that are linked together to form a desired unit. The materials and components will start aging from the day used in construction. Further, over the period of construction and components wear out, reduces the building serviceability, which will affect on its remaining useful time. Hence, to obtain the maximum life of structure, maintenance schedule should be planned immediately after the construction of building. That means the age of different materials and components used in that building is affected on maintenance and repair work. Next is insufficient fund. The maintenance and repair of structure against deterioration requires money and time. Lack of fund is one of the most common factors affecting on maintenance. Insufficient fund for routine maintenance leads to more serious condition in future. If we will not provide sufficient fund to maintenance and repair work for routine maintenance. It will affect on the lifespan of that structure. Urgency of maintenance. The maintenance and repair need to be carried out immediately within hours or days. Then accordingly action must be undertaken. If somewhere the maintenance work is important, in that case we will maintain that structure in urgency. Next factor is non-application of policy. It means maintenance policy is a written document that provides maintenance strategy to be adopted by the maintenance professionals in order to extend the life cycle of that structure. Next is future use. The use of structure as a whole must be considered while deciding when and how much maintenance to be carried out at any given period of time. Next is availability of resources. In this, the required material, components, services, equipments are necessary to undertake the maintenance and repair activity. Means for the maintenance work, which type of material, which type of components, which type of service is used while maintenance work is going on is also important factor which are effective on the maintenance. Next is misuse of structure component. The misuse of structure and structural components will result in their damage when construction work is completed. Then owner must use the structure and structural components in proper way. It means for which function the structure will be constructed, we will use that structure for that function only. Does not misuse the component or structure for different function which is not applicable for that structure. And lastly, social consideration. The agencies carrying out maintenance can produce disturbance such as noise, safety, dust, smell, etc. being a social consideration and responsibilities. Plan the maintenance activities in such a manner that disturbance must be controlled and kept to minimum level.